Another week and another episode. If you're here for the building, just go ahead and skip ahead. There's other things I want to do. One of them is making myself a gold farm, something which I'd never really done before. And I think I'm probably going to find a lava lake or something like that. And yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of steps that are going to need to be taken in this episode. And step one is clearing out this land. Yeah, and with all that digging, I definitely learned another lesson. Get yourself a beacon if you're digging a lot. And since I was in this area for a long time, I threw up a little tiny iron farm, as you can see up over there, with all those pillager banners from how many times they came up and started poking me, and also a little tiny sugarcane farm, you know, just since I was in the area. Oh yeah, not bad for a few hours. And with all that iron, we can actually end up making ourselves a beacon here, which I probably should have done before doing all that digging. It would have helped quite a bit. But unfortunately, I didn't have the wither skulls, so I'm going to have to go and kill those, which means I'm going to have to go into everyone's favorite place, the nether. So I guess I'm going to be going killing withers first. Finally! Killed so many. Woo! Well, I gotta say, that was a pretty successful little run there. I actually ended up getting 6 wither skeleton skulls since, well, I had 4, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to stay for the extra 2. So, I figured, you know what? If we can fight 2 withers, that'd be pretty good. And we also got ourselves another little guy. Absolutely love him. Oh, look at him. He's just so angry. Love it. You're probably thinking, hey, are you going to fight those things? Nope. I am not going to fight them. I'm not really geared up to be fighting the wither right now. He would absolutely destroy me. But what I can do is actually spawn him underneath the end portal frame. So that way, you know, he suffocates inside there. And I can also get some wither roses out of it. I'll show you here in a second. But first we need to grab a few of these. And the other thing we need to do is come way out here, away from our base, over here to this pillager outpost, and hopefully they have a little allays. Do they? Oh, was that it? I didn't quite see it. Can't really see it from here. Let's see if we can get any closer. Are there any allays? Oh, they already see me. Oh no! Maybe I should have got an iron golem. Are there any allays around here? Well, they would have escaped out of there. There are! There are a couple over here. Alright. Now... come with me. We want to live. We're running. Ow. I need to actually eat. Ah! I don't want to go too fast, so I don't want to break the leads. Can I run? Yeah, running works. Alright, so we got ourselves some allays. You're probably wondering what these guys are for, but you'll see here in a second. Okay, now that I got the allays back, I got them a little secure room, I can start breeding them, and you're probably wondering, wait, what are allays gonna do with help you getting wither roses? You know, are you gonna breed a bunch of them, then have the wither kill them? No, no, no. I'm gonna have to do something a little different that I saw, and it actually uses one of the unique attributes of the allays, which is this. Just a bunch of allays in a hole. There's about 10 of them in there, and put a little water. And soon they'll start drowning. I know, it seems really, really cruel, but trust me. And then we come over here, a little something like this. Ooh, what's that? The infestation. Basically, every time that they're going to be taking damage like this, since they regen their health from, you know, drowning. So they'll never die from this. But if I hit them with the infestation potion, we now have 3 minutes. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this just so that they can't get to me. Now, the endermites are spawning because the LA is taking damage, and we take our little wither skulls. Just give it a little bit here. And then, just go ahead and let it go. And that's how I'm gonna get wither roses. It's not too bad. And when he explodes, I should probably back up just a little bit. Just in case. There we go. I don't think that would work quite the way I wanted to. I think I need a poison potion to get them low. And then have the explosion kill them. Yeah. Let me try that way instead. You won't believe it, but when I went back to get those ingredients to make the poison potions, I actually got greeted by a wandering villager. Or trading villager guy. Whatever you call him. And he actually ended up giving me a pale oak sapling, so... Yay for that. But yeah, we went ahead and got ourselves brewed up a couple of splash potions here. I don't need too many. And what I was thinking here, since we only have 1 attempt left, basically what I'm going to do, throw the post infestation. Of course I need to put the water back, so that way they drown, cause the endermites to come out. I'll probably end up using the second potion so we get a bunch of endermites, and then some of the wither. Throw the poison potion on top of them, so that way they all get the one hit. Wither explodes, and I get a bunch of wither roses. I only got 2 from the last one, but, you know, yeah. The wither himself was supposed to kill the endermites as they're doing it, but I don't know why. Oh well. Let me go ahead and get this set up. Oh man, there are so many of them. Unfortunately, a few of them are dying from entity cramming, so I need to go ahead and do this quickly. So let's just do that. Do our little poison potion. Yeah. So they should get nice and low. Oh man, that's so loud. Okay, let's see how many stacks we get from this. Oh, I'm nervous. Hopefully it's going to be a lot. Boom. Oh my goodness. There's a few in there. Now, can I jump in there and then get out? Hold on, let me clear my inventory real quick. Throw that in there in case I die. Throw that in there. Throw the obsidian, sure. Actually, to be smart, let's put a boat here, so I just need to click the boat to get out. Okay, here we go. Ah! They hurt! They hurt! How many did we get? How many stacks? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 stacks. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I think I see a few more right there. Okay, another round in. Ah! Let me... One more. There we go. Alright. Not bad, not bad. I'll have to do that a couple more times. An infestation potion is actually super easy to make. You literally just make an aqua potion and then put a piece of stone in there. That's literally it. That's so easy to get these wither roses. I know it's not the most efficient farm, but it's definitely really fun. As you can see, I'm doing a little bit of egg farming here because, well, I'm gonna need these for that gold farm I'm gonna end up making, and well, this is taking forever. I'm gonna have to make an egg farm at some point, but here I got all suited up, ready to go into the nether. Got my fire resist and gold on, so I don't have to worry about nothing in the nether anymore. And I forgot about the eggs. Ugh. Now I just need to wait. I should definitely try to get some form of farm for these things. So this is taking a while. Sitting here trying to breed them up. I got egg over there. Nope. Egg over there. Nope. Butt over there. Nope. All right. I'll get back to you on the nether side. Alright, we're in the nether, everyone's favorite place, And there's two ways to make a gold farm. You either do it in a giant lava lake or up on the nether ceiling. And, well, I don't feel like breaking any bedrock, so we're going to try to find ourselves a lava lake. So hopefully I don't get lost. Let me go ahead and put up my coordinates right there. Yep. So I don't forget. And, well, time to begin the dangerous trek of finding the giant lava lake in a nether waste biome. I don't want to be here any more than I have to be. Something a little bit like this. Wow. I didn't have to travel that far at all. My base is literally right around there. Alright, let's do a little bit of cheatiness here. And I do see some Crimson Forest over there, which is a little bad because only hoglins and those guys spawn. Yeah, the piglins. Even though piglins are necessary, we need these ones, the zombified piglins. Get out of here. Yeah. If we do a little bit of our cheaty cam here, like this is obviously a very nice lava lake. However, it does brush up against this here Crimson Forest, which if I do my base or the gold farm right around here-ish, that should be not too bad. The only problem is we go this way, like this is the nether Soulstand Valley, which means ghast and skeletons will spawn there, and I don't want that. So maybe I'll have to find another big lava lake? I don't know. Let me keep exploring. This will definitely be bookmarked. Ow. Okay, with a little arguing against myself here and not wanting to explore too much more, I think this might actually be really good, because if we eliminate the spawning spaces from like the Crimson Forest, we don't have to worry about like the hoglins spawning. And if we go into our cheaty free cam here and look, there really isn't that many spawning spaces. Like, yeah, you got some dudes there, you got a few dudes there, but we can essentially just spam all of this with buttons and maybe even dig this island out. I mean, it's netherrack. My diamond pick here would be like super easy to take care of all of this. And if the only spawning spaces are here in the nether waste area, that means we'll only be getting these guys, which would be nice. And to prevent the piglins, the unzombified version of these guys, which we'll use for the bartering, we can actually make the floor out of magma blocks. So I think that's honestly the best idea. Now the real question is, where do I start this? Do I put it here? Do I move over like 10 blocks this way? I mean, I don't know. Just get a good eye here, seeing what's spawning. I mean, you got this guy that spawned all the way over here, so that means that's as far back that we need to clear up. I don't know the range at which things spawn, so I think right here is probably good. Do these guys actually take damage from lava? I'm sure he's fine. Am I crazy, or is the lava being like slooped upwards some? I've got to be going crazy, right? Doesn't it look like it's flat, and then it's, you know, sloops up some a little bit? I didn't know it did that. I really don't know of a good way of getting a lot of this magma block. I know you can make magma creams using blaze powder and slime balls, but, you know, dealing with this, where it's just lava. Yeah, I got a fire potion. I don't know if you saw those in my hotbar, but yeah, this is exactly why. I mean, I guess I could come over here, just kind of look out. Yep, nothing. But with a really good pick, it's so hard not to just, you know, obliterate everything in your path like this. And then, you know, now then have lava spewing in. This is gonna take me a few hours, isn't it? Well, that's not really all that good. I accidentally placed my ender chest right here. Uh-oh. Can I do that? What does that look like? Go back down. Okay, it should be good. Block that off. Okay. That is a fortune pick. I need to get a silk touch, which is right here. That would have been disastrous. Ooh, I knew shoveling this out, destroying this little tiny island, instead of buttoning it would have been a lot better. Now I can get some more of this. Hopefully there's a couple more stacks here. Creepy gas blowing up all my buttons. Alright, I think I got everything that I need right now. I guess if I need any other, you know, magma blocks or any other thing else I need, I can get that off camera. But to get the general concept here, what I had in mind was to use the turtle eggs to aggro the zombie pigmen, because they'll be like, oh, I don't like that turtle egg, and go try to stomp on it, and they'll fall down a hole and fall down. And then what I'm going to do is have some mud blocks placed down, right? And have some of these on them. And then we can put shears on them so that way they don't grow. So that way, when I'm at the front whacking along on them and all the pigmen are coming towards me, they won't get entity crammed because they'll be standing on this vine. And underneath that, we can put hoppers, since if we just do a little example here, if I put a hopper down like so, put a mud block on top of that, and then throw some items. Since this isn't a full block, it's a little short, it ends up in the hopper. So yeah, that's the kind of my concept that I was thinking. I'm not going on any tutorials. This is just me thinking off the top of my head here. Alright, so if we put that away for right now, this middle center is going to be where all the... This middle center here is going to be where all the eggs are going to be sitting on. So if we can go up as high as we want here, and then as I, you know, upgrade the system, put more filters and stuff like that, I can add more layers to it and get more gold. So hopefully I can... I don't think we need too many layers, so I think right here is probably good. And it's a good thing I went back and got myself some ender pearls. So then I can just go, whoop, and we're down here. Yeah. And with that center pillar there, I think that's pretty good. As we go up for different layers, we can take out a layer and then put a turtle egg and then surround it with trapdoors, which I think I got plenty of wood to make trapdoors, which is going to go up all the entirety of this. Leave a little space. The zombified piglins should drop down like in the cardinal directions here, here, and here. And I'll leave out this spot like that. Put a button there for right now, just in case there's no spawns. And then I'll put a small roof over here and some little killing chamber, and I'll whack them. And they'll get all angry at me, come to me, and then get collected. And I'll get the looting drop. So I think the next step here is to give myself a platform from where the bottom, because I need... Okay. Looking at this and my scattered brain trying to piece this together, I think the next step is to get the base top floor where I'm going to be smacking them, because I don't want this to be the bottom floor. That would mean my sorting system, or at least what I'm going to put in for right now, would be down in lava. And I don't want to go and get myself a bunch of gravel and clear out this lava. Maybe in the future. Alright, so we have the killing platform right here. In each of the cardinal directions, the piglins will fall down onto these vines, and they won't take any fall damage, but that's a good thing. I'll get myself a sword here with smite, and within a couple of shots they'll die. And I don't want them to die immediately because I want them to aggro to me. So that way the ones that fall back here will run over here, and I can smack them and get the looting effect. Now the next step, I think I want to build the tubes and then try to build the like a starting of the platforms a little bit, and then I'll build the holding chamber. Or maybe I'll build the holding chamber first. Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea. Now the decision here is how wide do I want the mud section to be? Do I want it 3 wide or do I want it 4 wide? Actually, it'd be 5 wide. I think since we have so much mud, 5 wide is good, because sometimes when you kill the mobs, their loot kind of gets thrown everywhere. So I think we'll go with that. So we kill the piglins, the loot goes onto the mud, goes into the hoppers, and gets sucked out. The only problem with this is that it's hopper speed, which is kind of slow, but this I can change in the future. It's looking pretty good. As I hit them, they'll all get angry. They'll come over here. I won't have to worry about them taking entity damage, because if I'm swiping them, they'll get hit by the AoE sweeping edge, and a little bit of entity cramming won't be too bad. Now the next step is to go up, and since we, the player, are standing here, we need to go 24 blocks up, and then that'll be our first platform, and then 2 blocks platform, 2 blocks platform, and the platform being of this, the magma blocks. Since we don't want those regular piglins, I don't know if I can see any from here, that guy, the one with the crossbow, since the zombie piglin will only spawn on the magma block, we'll get 100% of those spawning. Zombie pigmen, not the regular piglins. So this is the top. I'll go up 1 more, go like that. I'll put buttons for now, since we don't need them. And we can pick out that, so pick out that spot, because then the turtle eggs will sit there. And I should have brought ladders, so I can come up the end here. One of the lessons I definitely learned while doing this is definitely carry some wood with your projects, because you never know when you might need it. I've actually decided to do some ladders, because I keep falling down. Good thing I keep landing on these, so I don't take any fall damage, but whew. I'm probably doing this in the wrong order, but it's my order. Okay, I did a little googling, and apparently piglins get aggro to the eggs up to 23 blocks away, so I do not have enough magma blocks for that. So for right now, I'm just going to make it 10. I could do my favorite part here. And ow, my legs. No, not my trapdoors. No. No, my mud and my plants. All right, and with that, it is actually operational. I got 1 piglin so far, just sitting right here. And unfortunately, he hit a trapdoor that was open. I just got to make sure. It looks like they're all... Yep. Yep, it definitely looks like they're all good. I need to put in the walls in place here. So that way they don't move around too much, and button everywhere. Because right now, if I get in my little cheaty cam, there are some spawns here. There's been a couple of gas, as you probably saw. I hear one right now. I don't like it. But they will blow up the trapdoors. Oh, I saw them right there. My white whale. Yeah, I got them. They'll also blow up the vines, my mud here. It's not a good idea. So I'm going to spend some time and buttoning up everything. It's a good thing I ripped out all that stone to make these buttons real easy. Oh, I got it working. I got a lot of buttons down. Obviously, I didn't fill out all the caves and other little spots, but once I get myself some wings here, those numbers can count their days. But as you saw in that clip before, I was murdered. With the enchanting, I had a trap door here set up and accidentally clicked it, and all the baby zombie pigments came out and just murked me. I was murdered by children. So unfortunate. So I had to go back and get myself a couple more gear, but I did get myself a nice little sword here. It is Smite 4, because when I smack the piglins, I do want them to get aggro to me, and if you one-shot them, you don't pull aggro, so that's why it's 4. I don't know if 5 will do it. Maybe I'll do some testing. I don't know. Now, I didn't follow any tutorials, And I know there's more efficient designs out there. There are some ways that I can make this, you know, more efficient, you know, design it a different way and whatnot. But, you know, realistically, this is enough gold. Like, I have run it twice. Literally killing when the chamber fills up right now. If I go in my little cheaty cam, like right now, see all the piglins? Like all of those, kill them out, another fills in. Yeah, did that twice, or 2 sets of 2, so a total of 4 times. And that's how much gold I got. Yeah. It's just, that's pretty dang good. And I wanted to show it here, see? All the hoppers are running into these N3 here. Like, go that way, you can see they're all running to these N3. There's nothing in there, and I just want to show you real quick how quick this fills up. So we go ahead and smack them. We get the XP, which is nice, but I don't really need it for right now. Boom. Everything's dead. Let's go down here. Looting is so overpowered. And look, nothing arrived in these back ones, right? But they're there just in case. Look at that, all these gold nuggets. Got ourselves a gold ingot. Gold nuggets. More gold nuggets. And that's what we're really after, is the gold nuggets. The gold ingots is just an extra bonus. And I think that's it. So if we go ahead and go up here to our crafting table, let's see how many gold ingots we get in total. Oh, swapped the wrong one. We got ourselves 16. Not bad. I definitely, in the last 2 testing I did, the numbers were much higher. But I have been in this area in a little bit, so I'm assuming that those spots that could spawn stuff, I start filling up. So it's just a matter of resetting. Now, the only thing left to do here is actually set up the sorting system. I need some way of taking all the items, taking the gold and the rotten flesh and just tossing it into the lava, because I honestly don't need it. I could get a cleric and trade it for emeralds, which I do need emeralds. I don't know off the top of my head what else a cleric makes, or what a cleric sells, I should say, not makes. So maybe I can get 1 or 2 of those guys in here and trade some zombie flesh, get myself some extra emeralds, because I don't have full mending for all my gear yet, and having a backup pair would be nice for the events like what aspired here when the children decided to turn deadly and cost me my sword and bow. It would be nice to put mending on those. But let's see. Not only do we need to dispose of those things, we also need to convert the gold ingots. Throw these out real quick. We need to convert the gold nuggets into ingots, and then we can take those ingots and trade it to some sort of piglin. And if we follow down here real quick, my path here that I used to take out the little island, and get to the other side very easily, because, well, I still don't have my wings. I'll probably end up doing that next episode. Well, honestly, what I want to do next episode is set up that agricultural thing. Alright, so over here, you can see I got plenty of piglins. The children, they need to be relocated, because they don't trade anything. And the adult guys, I need to name tag them so that way they don't disappear. I don't know if they can trade in a minecart. If I put them in a minecart, they won't count towards the mob cap. That means I can get more spawns in this. And then I don't have to worry about them being in a mine. Then I don't have to worry about them, you know, interrupting my farm here. But I think that's probably enough adults here. Like, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? 12? That's good for now. If I need more, I can add more. And speaking of adding more, as I said, you know, there's more efficient farms here. If we come back over here where it's relatively safe underneath the platform, I don't want to be standing out here just in case the gas shoots me off in the lava. Not that it matters too much, because, you know, fire resist armor and all. Like, look. Yeah, it's not too bad. But if we go up here, this is my design where they basically fall down, land on the plants here. I need to put some blocks inside there so they don't all group up in the middle. The plants there are to collect their fall, so they don't fall from, you know, they don't... Brain. The plants are there so that way they don't die from fall damage. Now, if I made this an AFK-able thing, I could set up hoppers right where they fall to collect all their loot and then immediately, you know, convert it into all that other good stuff. However, I want the looting, right? And what I could do is, this is kind of the height. I could go higher, a couple more layers higher. And what I could also do to help boost this even more is actually go down into the lava. Like, get some gravel, fill this area up, dig the gravel back out, and move this entire section even further down. So that way I have more layers coming down. And because if we go below the lava here, you know, it goes to this netherrack. This is probably what, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 blocks, about so, that I can move it even further down. That is, let's see, so there's, you know, 1 layer, 2, 1 layer, so it's probably like three more layers I can add on to, but that's not it. I can then go below the netherrack and go down to bedrock here, which is like right here, where I can have like the very bottom layer, the floor. So that's an additional, you know, what, 12, 15 blocks. I can even do even more. Now there is a cap on the amount of numbers you can get and how many can spawn, because at this point it's a matter of how fast you can kill things. But I think right now it's probably pretty capped out once I get all the buttons everywhere. Ooh, I almost fell. If I go in my little cheaty cam here and just show you, yeah, the buttons took, looks like I missed some spots there. I'll get them eventually. The buttons definitely took a very, very long time. Obviously, this part didn't take much time. What took a lot of time was over here in the Crimson Forest areas. Like, maybe I should have cleared out the trees and then put buttons down everywhere. But, yeah. And not only that, but the multiple levels. Like, that took out a little bit of time. I guess the next thing to do here is actually set up the filtering system. Alright, I just looked at how long that this episode's going to be, and it's a doozy sitting there at almost over 30 minutes now. I'm going to call it right there. I don't want it to be too long. So, if you enjoyed, definitely hit that button. You know the one I'm talking about. And I'll see you in the next one.